The NGO Coordination Committee, a conglomerate of civil society organizations headed by Central Young Mizo Association or CYMA, has decided to step up its protest demanding the appointment of a local chief secretary. In fact, the NGO Coordination Committee has decided to launch an indefinite blockade in its bid to stop the state chief secretary from attending office. The indefinite blockade will begin tomorrow. The NGO Coordination Committee feels that there are many eligible Mizo officials who can be given the post of Chief Secretary. The NGO Coordination Committee said that despite repeated requests, the centre has ignored their demands. The pressure group members said that they do not have any personal prejudice towards the Chief Secretary, Renu Sharma, but find it hard to accept as to why the central government has refused to hear the people's appeal for a Mizo Chief Secretary.
So the NGO Coordination Committee sent an application and appeal to the central government with regards to the appointment of the Chief Secretary of Mizoram. Last year, we have submitted the appeal or the application letter to the Union Home Ministry and also to the Prime Minister of India. And subsequently, we have submitted to the Vice President, Governor of Mizoram and other officials of the Union Home Ministry. But unfortunately, the Union Home Ministry appointed non-Mizo Chief Secretary for the state post. See, the NGO Coordination Committee is not totally against non-Mizo for the post of this Chief Secretary. But thinking about the unique culture, the uniqueness of the Mizo society, the NGO Coordination Committee sent an appeal to the Union Ministry to appoint a Mizo Chief Secretary if IAS officers, if Mizos qualified are there. So the need of having a Mizo Chief Secretary is that if the Mizos are appointed, so from the lower level of the government servant and even the common man can approach the Chief Secretary without having any language barrier and all. So administration in terms of administration also, administrations will be far more easier if they appoint a Mizo for that state post. So again, we appeal the central government to appoint the qualified Mizo IAS officer for the post of Chief Secretary for the state government of Mizoram. Then if our appeal is not granted from the central side or not agreed with the central side, we are thinking of conducting a picketing of the Chief Secretary office. That is the steps to be taken by the NGO Coordination Committee. And later, if nothing good come from the Union Ministry side, then accordingly we will chalk out the future action plans for this cause.